Germany's Dirk Baberowski took the Pro Tour by storm with a victorious debut at Pro Tour Chicago 1998 and Urza Saga Rochester draft. He went on to win the Rookie of the Year title and quickly established himself as one of the most respected players on the tour, with 5 top 8s at Pro Tour level play.
It's hard to pinpoint what exactly makes a person a great Magic player, but Dirk Baberowski has this natural talent that just comes out whenever he plays. Dirk Baberowski is just one of the persons that was destined to play Magic when he was born.
As a member of Phoenix Foundation, he would win 2 more Pro Tours, and he is one of only 3 players in the game's history with at least 3 Pro Tour wins.
I think that's really straightforward. 2 words in team play that were synonymous almost worldwide with "you lose." Phoenix Foundation. So Dirk, with Marco and Kai, almost everyone else turned up to those Pro Tours pretty much knowing they were playing for second. That's incredible in a world as competitive as Magic.
Baberowski also has a Masters Series title to his credit, winning the deciding match for his team against Taro Ishida in Osaka, showing why he was a pivotal piece of the most dominating team in the history of the Pro Tour.
Phoenix Foundation is not Kai's team, it's Dirk Baberowski's team.
But it would be a mistake to dismiss Dirk's individual accomplishments, which range from multiple Pro Tour Sundays, to a finals appearance in the European Championships, to playing a pivotal role in many European players taking part in the Pro Tour.
Dirk Baberowski won his PT way before he was known to be Kai's teammate. And back then he was already great.
So with Dirk, I always felt he was one of the just great players that a lot of people didn't know right off the bat. His initial Pro Tour win came pretty early. I think he flew under the radar a lot of people that weren't necessarily following the tour very closely back then. And then when he came back on the radar, I think it was often in the shadow of Kai. But the players that really knew what was going on, Kai's great. I had the pleasure of working with him for many years. He definitely was the real thing. But Dirk was too, and I don't know how many people knew that for a while, that it wasn't just Kai, that Dirk was a big part of that.
At the time I was starting working more closely on the Pro Tour and organized play in general. So it was really the days where it was very, very difficult just to discuss and to talk or to get attention on the Pro Tour without, seeing the name of Dirk popping in. It's just like, Dirk, Marco and Kai was just like writing the pages of the Pro Tour at that time.
I think Dirk is one of the most talented guys to ever play the game. Just flat out, straight up. There's very rarely has anyone brought that level of talent to the table.
This is Brian David Marshall here with 2008 Pro Tour Hall of Fame inductee Dirk Baberowski. Dirk, after playing Magic for over a decade, how does it feel to be honored for your achievements and inducted into the Hall of Fame?
I mean, it's just, like you said, it's nice to, I don't feel particularly proud of what I've achieved. It's just nice that people think I'm better than I thought I was.
Now, I have to say, one of your trademarks has always been a fairly self-deprecating attitude towards your Magic play. But one of the things that struck me when we did an interview after your induction was you talked about feeling like you had one really great game of Magic. Could you describe that for people?
Oh, I mean, to be honest, I don't really remember details. I just remember feeling many times. It was a really important match. I was a master title on the line. And I remember thinking after the match that 9 out of 10 times that I would have played this match, I should have lost it. And many other people would have lost it, and many better players might have won it. But I just felt very proud for actually doing well enough to win it. But it's hard to describe any details. Like, I don't remember, it was very complicated combat situations, and there's a lot of mental bluffing involved, so I don't really remember. It was random limited creatures.
So, you were the leading vote getter. It's not amazing. You've won 3 Pro Tours. Only 3 players in history have done that. What does it say to you, contrary to your opinion perhaps about yourself, of other people's opinion of your abilities and as a player in the history of the game of Magic?
Well, like I said, I think it's really nice, and I find it very surprising. I mean, there are like 5 people on the ballot that were better players than I am, at least. There might have been more. And I don't think people just necessarily voted because I won 3 Pro Tours. I mean, obviously that figured into their considerations, but like Marco had won too on the team as part of Team Phoenix Foundation. And so, I guess people saw something that I'm not really aware what it is, but.
What made Phoenix Foundation such a dominating team? It's hard for people to imagine how feared you guys were as a team in that format. What was the secret to your success?
I can't really tell you. I mean, we were all really good at Magic at the time. Like individually, Marco was very good at the time, and Kai was obviously always insane. I think it was just like everybody, the skills matched up really well. Like everybody's lacking in some area in Magic, and we all were, but we complemented each other really well. And so that's, I mean, and we worked hard, and it's the only time I ever really worked that hard for Magic. And so I don't know. I guess that's, I mean, it's a lot of those factors together.
Oh, good. It's great to see you here. Hopefully we'll see you at some Pro Tours in the future.
Probably Hawaii.
Excellent. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.